Welcome to the Political Fix video series. I'm Christopher Ave. I'm the national and political editor at the Post-Dispatch. I'm joined today by Celeste Bott, who is a political reporter based in St. Louis. So much to talk about, Celeste, in the wake of the midterm election. You know, so many things that were decided. Let's start with those propositions and amendments that Missouri voters got to decide. So what were the highlights in your view, Celeste?
Well, there were three amendments that won three big things. One was medical marijuana. Missouri is now one of 33 states that has legalized medical marijuana. It'll be a while before people can buy marijuana and dispensaries get up and running, but it won by a very big margin. Missouri also decided to raise its minimum wage, so that will be $12 by 2023. It'll be raised a little bit each year until it hits that mark. Clean Missouri, there's a huge overhaul of state ethics laws. You know, we don't have a ton of time to break down every single one, but it's going to change the way lines are drawn for elections. It's banning lobbyist gifts. It's doing all sorts of things, and that was a very, very, very big win. Controversial as well. So it was survived a court challenge and then passed on Tuesday. So
arguably some of these things that were passed by Missouri voters are on the kind of more progressive side of things, but yet Missouri is much more Republican state. It seems like every cycle we get more red as a state. So how do you see those two factors? Is there some kind of dissonance in Missouri?
I think maybe that's fair to say, but I mean, certainly when you look at the numbers, there are a lot of Missourians who casted a ballot for Josh Hawley, who won the U.S. Senate seat over Claire McCaskill, and who also voted for medical marijuana and a higher minimum wage, which are very progressive talking points, I guess you could say. So it does seem like there's a bit of a disconnect there, but this is the people have spoken. Yeah,
that's right. You mentioned the Senate race, and of course that was the big headline, the premier race in Missouri. Josh Hawley to a maybe surprisingly easy 6-point victory over incumbent Claire McCaskill. How did that strike you, the apparent end, I should say, of McCaskill's political career at 65, defeated in a bid for her third term? What was your takeaway from that race, Celeste?
I think that Trump won Missouri by almost 20 points in 2016, and you know, while I think Claire McCaskill is obviously a household name in Missouri, I just don't think that, you know, even though she ran a good campaign and traveled all over, I don't think she could overcome that shift. And I think that Josh Hawley has aligned himself with President Trump. President Trump has been to Missouri multiple times to campaign for him, and that turned out to be a smart move. Yeah,
twice in the last week, President Trump came to campaign for Josh Hawley. Well, that's about all the time we have for this edition of Political Fix on the air or on your screen. Let me just say, though, that if you want more, we just recorded a Political Fix podcast, so check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, subscribe to stltoday.com. Subscriptions are as low as 99 cents, so support our journalism, and thanks for watching.